Morning folks, welcome to the cricket result show for the three local leagues for Saturday the 19th of June. Very odd yesterday. All the results and all the cards are on, fantastic. It's only 9:30, brilliant effort. Very odd yesterday, there were 18 games across the three leagues. Only Trimble in the Westmoreland League won at home. That was the only home win. In the Northern League, there were 5 away wins in a draw, and in the Palace Shield, there were 6 away wins. Everyone away won. That's quite unusual, I think. We start with the Northern League. Wins for Lancaster, Morecambe, Kendal, Blackpool and Fleetwood. And St Anne's and Leyland played out a draw, where Leyland, as the away team, obviously got the lion's share of the points. That was 6-1. Look at the 3 games that I picked out here. Garstang v Morecambe. Morecambe batted first 138 all out. And Garstang 137 all out. Morecambe squeaking home by us 1 single run in a thriller there. That must have been a great game. Longridge v Kendal. Longridge 91, Kendal 97 for 2. Wobbly Longridge rolled over by Kendal. Kendal knocked off the runs in 13.4 overs. So that's a bit of a hammer in that. Longridge really struggling. We'll look at the table later. They're starting to slide down. They need to arrest that to save the season a little bit. And Netherfield v Blackpool. Netherfield's batting continues to suffer. The batting woes continue. Netherfield 107 all out. Blackpool 108 for 2, double quick time, 13.3 overs. Again, a hammer in there. Captain Fantastic he'll be pleased with that. We'll look at the performances later. Palace Shield wins for Penwortham, Croston, who bowled Penrith out for 72 in 16.5 overs. That's quite strange, that. Great Eccleston, Fylde and Barrow. So Fylde got a win there. Good for them. Game of the day, Kirkham and Wesham versus Penwortham. I've sort of written Penwortham off a little bit, but they come good here. Kirkham 103 all out and Penwortham 104 for 4. They were in control right from the start, polished off a commanding victory. Almost 19 overs to spare there. So good for them. Again, we'll do the performances in a minute. Westmoreland League. Wins for Trimble, as I said, the only home team to win out of all the 3 divisions. So wins for Trimble, Carnforth, Shires Head, Wharton, and Heysham drew with Sedgwick. That was 9-4. Heysham 9, Sedgwick 4, and Westgate drew with Bear. That was 10-4. That was down to the last ball. Bear were 9 wickets down. There was a big LBW shout. Not successful off the last ball there. Game of the day, I went to Arnside v Carnforth. Carnforth 251 for 6 with 119 from Chris Parry being the mainstay and a quick 550 from Shane Dixon. Arnside 156 all out. Carnforth, they looked class when they were batting. They amassed a large total against aging Arnside. Well, they weren't helped Arnside. One of the players wasn't able to field right from the start. He got called away for some reason. I'm not sure what it was. So they did field with 10 men for a good while before they got a sub-fielder. So that can't have helped. That was unfortunate. They weren't ever really in the game all day, to be fair. They did go down fighting. Some admirable Cavalier stroke play at the end. But Carnforth were superior in all departments on the day. It's on the day. And we all know that Arnside can pull it off. So that was a good performance there from Carnforth. But Arnside sticking in, and maybe that extra fielder would have kept the runs down a little bit. Should we have a look at some performances? Northern League, Ian Walling for Garstang against Morecambe. He took 7 for 40, and in the same game, Liam Moffat for Morecambe. He took 6 for 45. There were 3 outstanding all-round performances in the Northern League. Atharva Tahidi for Lancaster against Fulwood. He 122 off less than 100 balls, and then he also took 4 for 30, so that's decent. He's the overseas. Curtis Watson for Leyland. We mentioned Curtis earlier on in the in previous pieces. He's going to be one to watch. He hit 79 for Leyland against St Anne's, and then he took 5 for 34 as well. So that's good. But performance of the day, I think, was the figures aren't as good, but the impact is amazing. So Dylan Matthews, the leg spinner for Fleetwood, the South African leg spinner, they were playing Chorley. He came on at the end and took 4 for 5. So that's good. And then they unleashed him with the bat as well, and he hit 44 off 13 balls to finish the game off. So that's a real destroyer performance from him. I think there's signs of more to come there. So I'll be looking for all of these 3 players, Tidy, Watson and Matthews, I think, to pursue and maybe get up there towards the end of the season. Palace Shield, we had batting wise, Joe McMillan for Great Eccleston against South Shore. He finished 100 not out, good for him. On the bowling side, Stuart White for Eccleston against Vernons. Eccleston beat Vernons and he took 5 for 32. And the 2 all-round performances here, Thomas Wilkinson for Eccleston in the same game against Vernons. He got 66 opening the batting, and then when he bowled, he got 4 for 32 as well. So that's really good. Obviously, those 2 players, White and Wilkinson, they're the reason that Eccleston beat Vernons there. But I think all-round performance of the day was Joseph Barker for Croston against Penrith. Now, he used to play for Chorley, but he's playing for Croston now. He hit 68 in the Croston innings, and then he bowled Penrith out 7 for 22. So that's a stellar performance from him. Perhaps more to come from him once he gets settled in and properly. So watch out for him. Then in the Westmoreland League, no all-round performances here, but some decent ones. Matthew Cook in the bowling, he took 5 for 47 for Bear against Westgate in that game that went down to the last ball. Bizarrely, Bear got 4 points there, but they'd have got an awful lot more if they'd got over the line. And in the batting, Chris Parry for Carnforth against Arnside, 119. Aaron Lomas for Sedgwick against Heysham, 77. Heysham got the benefit of a majority draw there. And Dave Jack for Shireshead against Silverdale. He hit a quick fire 84 off 57 balls. He's always likely to do that now and again. So that was in their win against Silverdale. So those are the performances. Let's have a look at the tables. I'll go through them again. The Northern League's starting to polarise a little bit here. Blackpool 116, Morecambe 99, Kendal and Longridge 90, Netherfield 88, Garstang 86, Lancaster 80, coming up on the rails there, Fleetwood 64, St Anne's 63, Fulwood and Leyland 60, and Chorley 43. So it looks like Blackpool have got a significant advantage there, 17 points clear at the top. Morecambe might challenge them, and Kendal coming up behind. That's those. Longridge on the slide, Netherfield on the slide, Garstang on the slide a bit, Lancaster's the next one. So maybe that's that. And then down at the bottom, Chorley looks sunk, to be fair. They're 43, there's 17 points up to Leyland. I think Chorley are doomed. Leyland 60, Fulwood 60, St Anne's 63 and Fleetwood 64. It's them 4 teams battling to not have to go down with Chorley. Those are the 5 in it at the bottom: Fleetwood, St Anne's, Fulwood, Leyland and Chorley. Palace Shield getting tight at the top here with Vernons and Penrith both losing. Vernons 93, Penrith 90, Barrow 85, Penwitham 76, Great Eccleston 73, Kirkham 69, Thornton Cleveland 66, Preston 65, Eccleston 55 with that win yesterday, Croston 49, who also won yesterday, Fylde 49, as well as Croston. Now Fylde won yesterday, and South Shore 34. At the top, it's tight with Vernons and Penrith coming back to the pack a little bit, and Barrow there. I think you can probably have Penwitham and Great Eccleston in the shake-up as well, 2 to go up if they choose to. And then down at the bottom, it's all over for South Shore. I think they're 15 points behind, and then it's Eccleston, Croston and Fylde, the other ones in it. So any 1 from 3 there to join South Shore, I think. Then in the Westmoreland League, remember here, Sedbergh School, they play a notional half a season. And they're on to Carnforth today. Now at the top, Carnforth 116 with a game in hand over the main rivals, Heysham 100 and Westgate 92. Arnside, Aging Arnside 91, Sedbergh School 79, Sedgwick and Shireshead 77, Millthorpe 68, Trimple 58, Wharton 52, Silverdale 34, Burnieside 26, and Bear 19. Now, looking at the top there, Carnforth 16 points clear, and their game in hand is today away at Sedbergh School. If they can get something out of that, that's looking ominous for everyone else, really. Heysham are the main rivals. And then you're looking behind that, Westgate, Arnside, and perhaps Sedgwick, who were my early tips. They've got 2 at the top of the bowling averages, and I think they've got 1 in the batting averages as well, so they're coming good. Down at the bottom, looking bad for Bear, only 19 points, and they've played a game more than Burnieside on 26, and Silverdale on 34. Next up is Wharton on 52. Now, I know it's 15 points for a win, but the bottom 3 there, Silverdale, Burnieside, and Bear, they're going to be the ones. And I think it's going to be, looking at it, Bear plus Silverdale or Burnieside, which will be sad for those 2 teams, because they've been in the top division for quite a long time, whereas Bear have been a bit of a flip-flop team over the years. So maybe a bit of a wake-up call for the established teams in the top division there. So that's the story for today. I'll do a stats show in a couple of days and put that on. There have been some changes to the tops of the stats tables, so interesting one to look out for. I'll try and do that later on today, and then the next preview show will be Wednesday or Thursday. Thanks for watching, guys.